What's up, YouTube? And if you're watching this from Instagram, what's up, y'all? Right here with my all-star client, KO. And right now, these are 4 of his cars that he just got using business credit. So we got the Mercedes, Audi, Range Rover, Jeep. And there's a red Jeep that's missing, but these are the cars that's right here. So come on. So now we inside the Mercedes GLE. We're in the back seat. We're finna do quick question and answer just so y'all can get an understanding of, you know, how we came to this point. Well, how KO came to this point of getting the cars, his credit, how long we've been working on this in the process, and everything like that. So question and answer. We just finna start with how long did it take you to start learning about credit and start using it? Like,
I think I first got credit established. I think when I got the first car I got financed was, I think I was 25. So I think that'd be 3 years ago. I had got a Kia Soul, and I didn't have no credit at the time. So my friend had to co-sign for me to get that car. So she co-signed for me to get it, and then I started establishing credit from there. And then even then, I didn't know much about credit even then. So I wasn't even trying to use it for business or know how to use it for business. It just, I knew I had credit. And I think the next time I applied for something, I can't remember what's the next time I looked at my credit or applied for something, but next time I did, I seen that they were like, your credit look good, because I made all my payments. That's the only thing I had was the Kia Soul on that was reporting. So they was saying that because that's the only thing I had and I was making all my payments on time, like my credit was good. So that's how I started.
Okay. And then how old are you now too?
I'm 28 now.
All right, 28. So 3 years so far from you got your first car until now. All right. So then what made you choose to do rental cars now? Like, was it that you seen other people, or was it just something that you kind of had an interest in, or did you like some of the cars as well?
You know, it's like a layers of answers for me. One, I'm just a entrepreneur anyway, so if I see something that like if I see opportunity and it looks like it'll, you know, it gotta be a certain level of opportunity, because there's a lot of ways to make money, but I do like stuff that I can scale, for one. So it had to be scalable for me, and something that I can also kind of put on autopilot, you know, because if you have multiple sources of income, but it's all things that take too much of your time, you really don't have multiple sources of income. So I want to start with this business and do another business that I can kind of, you know, hire staff to help me run and focus on other things and have passive income. This is something I knew I could use for passive income. But back to why you said why I wanted to do this particular business, I know some people that's making a killing doing it. Like I've seen some people, not people that I personally know, but I've heard of some people making a lot of money. Then I can get cars that I want to have. You see what I'm saying? Like we right now, like he said, we in the back of this is a Mercedes-Benz GLE
and AMG.
AMG. It got some power to it. So I didn't know I'd be driving this soon. You see what I'm saying? I always knew I'd get whatever I want. I didn't know it happened like this soon with the power of credit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I jumped the line with credit. And like he said earlier, it's a total of 5 cars that we got now: 2 Wranglers, Range Rover, the Audi A4, and this car. So I wouldn't never thought something like this was possible. But the only reason it makes sense is because we putting these cars to work. Even if my credit was good, but we wouldn't put any cars to work, it'd be like I just have 5 car notes. But these cars gonna pay me, and if they're available, I drive them. I'd rather them make money for me than me just to be hanging out. But if they ain't, you know, on the road, then I drive it. But so it's kind of it's multiple reasons. So I can make money, I can get cars that I actually want, because most of the cars that I'm going for are gonna be cars that I want. I am gonna do some economy cars too, but on the luxury end, I'm just gonna pick the ones I like. I mean, we in Atlanta. I don't know if you told you that already. We in Atlanta. So they say it's a demand for basically all the cars in Atlanta. So I can really just pick what I want to be driving. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that's how we're gonna run our business.
And other cars that you got so far, do you have a favorite, or is your favorite car yet to come?
Yeah, I got a favorite amongst the 5, which is the one we in now. But
really?
This ain't my. You know what's crazy? I always said, my friend, he out there right now. He helping me with the Range Rover. He asked me not too long ago, what's your dream car? This is before we start doing any of this. Yeah. Before we got any car, he said, what's your dream car? I said, I got a dream fleet. Yeah, and I said that years ago. I've been saying that since a teenager. I ain't have a dream car. I had a dream fleet. I seen, probably because one of the people I always watched as a kid was Floyd Mayweather, and you see,
he got a lot of cars,
exactly. He got per town that he live in, per house, he got a fleet of cars per house.
Yeah.
He got them in one city they all black, another city they all white, another city I think they gray. See, I just seen him with a fleet of cars, so I knew that was something that's possible. It's attainable. Yeah. I don't have to just want one car, Lamborghini or Rolls Royce. I can have both, or I can have all the Lamborghini models if I want them. But I didn't know it's crazy how things manifest, because I didn't know it would turn into this. I didn't know it'd be a business. Yeah. I just thought I had to have a lot of money and be paying for these cars. But with how this is going, it seems like I can have a fleet of cars that I have personal access to that actually paying the bills. Yeah. And I just drive them as they're available. And that's even better than just having a fleet of cars that I just bought cash or financing. So that's why I chose this business.
Yeah, and then another beautiful part too. So, like with Mayweather's situation, he has the money, pretty much bought all his cars. This situation, got all these cars financed, put in your business name, no money down. Yeah. Some of these have not even a bad interest rate or anything. So being able to use credit as a tool, at first when he first got his first car using credit, he just got it, as a car to be able to travel and just go to A to B and stuff, right? But now you're able to use that same credit as a tool to start a fleet, make money, and drive the cars that you want to drive. So that's pretty cool with that. Yeah. All right. So now, as far as getting all these cars, what was the process like going to the dealership, knowing that you got good credit, and already kind of having a plan in place? Like, what was that like, just going up there? Well,
if everybody don't know, so Jay walked me through all of this. I didn't know how to do none of this without Jay. I had him map out, like, I always say he the coach, I'm the quarterback. So he write the play up, and I gotta go execute the play. So I just told him what I wanted to do, because he always go based off what I want to do. He obviously ain't gonna tell me what to do, or he ain't gonna try to say this. He go out based what I say I want to do. So I give him, like, man, I'm interested in this. How can we pull this off? Like, he's like my advisor or consultant. So he mapped it out. I told him I want to do Turo and I want to get these cars, and let's try to do this. So we went to the dealerships. He told me what to do. Only thing I had to do to get started, he told me I need to pay my utilization down. My utilization for my credit cards at that point was kind of high. He said he wanted me to pay them down first. So that's what we did. After that, then we started tackling, applying for credit, like with these cars and stuff like that. So I think the first dealership we went to, really, I was getting approved. So based on the way we were doing, the way I wanted to do it was I wanted to put all these cars in my business name, because it seemed like business credit kind of like a shield for your personal credit. And I already had, before we even got started with this, I already had 3 LLCs. I ended up starting 2 more, because when I made for this business, and then I made one for the next business that I haven't even got started with, which is gonna be Airbnb. So I had ended up with a total of 5 LLCs for me to put cars in those business names, to register the loans in those LLCs. So we went to the dealerships, and I didn't know how smooth it's gonna go at first, because actually it's been a minute since I went to the last car I bought was last year, my personal car, a 2020 car, and I seen how easy it was from there to get a car, but I didn't know I'd be doing this next year. So this year I'm already knowing, they gave me that last car, no money down. They didn't even ask to verify my income because my credit was so good. That was for my personal car. So a year had passed. I meet Jay. We doing it for the purpose of business now. So I go to every dealership I'm going to. They at the gate telling me I approve. On my personal side. Yeah. So I don't usually, when I go to the dealership, I don't tell them too much at the gate. First I just try to find a car I like. Then I'll they ask how you doing it, because they want to know how much money you're gonna put down. They might ask how long you want to finance it for, but that's 72 months is usually standard. And what else they ask? That's basically what they want to know, how much you gonna put down. Basically, I tell everybody no. And I know some of them probably looking at me probably crazy because they might not expect for my credit to be so good. Because every place I went to, they like, this is rare for people to have credit this good.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I didn't know how rare it was. I just know about my credit. I don't know what anybody else's credit look like. So apparently it's not that common for people to have good credit. Like, so they were like, as soon as I say I'm not gonna put anything down, first question they ask is, how's your credit? Because they were like, are you gonna be able to do that? They don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm already knowing my credit good, so I ain't worried about it. I'm like, yeah, no money down, 72 months. And then I said, and also I want to personal guarantee it with my personal credit, but I want to register it in my business name. And then, so one question they might ask, most dealerships ask, but not all of them, how old is that business, or do that business have business credit? And I always tell them, no, I ain't got much business credit, but that's why I'm personally guaranteed with my personal credit, so I'm not even concerned about that. But I do have businesses as old as 4 years and 3 years, and 2 that are brand new. One that's gonna be a year in a couple months. So I would say you had to get ahead of that curve first, because a lot of dealerships, they're not gonna do it if the business is too new. That you can't even get around that, probably even by having good credit. That's just something you had to already walked in there with a business, LLCs established at a certain date. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only thing you can't get around. You just had to wait that out. I was just already lucky. I had established 2 LLCs, one in 2017, one in 2018. So I was already ready to go. So that's something I didn't have to worry about. So
well, I didn't mean to cut you off. So basically, going to the car dealerships is literally just walk around the lot, finding the car that you want. Talking to a salesman, letting them know, I'm not doing no money down. My credit is good. I want a personal guarantor to put it in my business name. You don't have to provide no documents. Pretty much smooth process. You know, submit the application, then waiting on the bank to return. Then from there, getting the paper tag, and then pretty much just leaving. So just going to a dealership, finding the car that you like, and then just pulling off the lot. When
your credit is so good, they don't even ask you to verify nothing. They ask anything. They believe whatever you tell them when your credit good.
All right, cool. All right. So other thing too, so you're getting all these cars. You pretty much got all these cars from the actual dealership. So the Mercedes you got from the Mercedes. Audi, you got them from Audi, right?
The only cars that I didn't it
was just that Jeep that you
both the Jeeps.
Yeah, both the Jeeps came somewhere else. So when you went to the dealership,
no, I think actually the first Jeep actually was from a Jeep plate, because it was Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep. So I guess that technically, I got one Jeep that was from Chevy.
So so far as why I brought it up, like the dealerships that you got it from. So what's some of the other perks that they added in? I know you had said, like, with the wheel protection, you come back and get your wheel
So I know, like, on the Audi, it's hard for me I gotta look at the paperwork. I can't keep up with just off the top of my head what I have on every car. But I know for the Audi, for a fact, I got like wheel protection. So that's one thing I heard about Turo. People might mess up your wheels and your tires, and I know you charge a fee for that, but I can charge my clients a fee for damage to the tires and wheels, and then go get a free tire from Audi. I think for like 5 years or something like that. I get free tires for a nail in the tire, anything, something like that, scratch a rim repair, or replace the rim, free tires. I think I got that on the Benz. I might have it on the Range Rover. I can't remember. It's hard for me to keep. I had to look in the paperwork to see what I got on every car.
But overall, that's still cool as well, to go in the dealership, no money down, then add the perks of where if I'm renting out cars, I'm gonna get the protection on my wheels. So now if anything happens to my wheels, the dealership gonna replace it, and I still could charge a fee for it and put that in your pocket, or invest it back into the business to keep it rolling. So that's pretty cool as well, going through the dealership, being able to get that. All right, and then far as when me and KO first started talking, that would have been January 31st, I believe, of 2021, and now he's fully executed the play. We're now in July. So from January to July, basically just working on utilization, mapping out a plan. And we also did get him credit cards as well, that we're not pretty much going over in this. But do you think it was worth the wait? Let's say somebody who has bad credit or has good credit and need a plan, do you think it's worth the wait from January to July to now having all these cars and stuff?
Well, I say this. I think a better way to phrase the question is, what's the other option?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't fund a business yourself, what else you gonna do?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And even if you could fund, this is what people don't understand about credit. Cause I got a funny story. I don't know if we want to talk about this, so I don't know if you want to edit this out.
Go ahead.
So you can edit it out if you don't want to use it.
Go ahead.
I actually found out at the Audi dealership, Young Dolph was there. And they tell me, cause I seen a blue Lamborghini truck. So I was inquiring. I was like, how much for that? I know I wasn't going to get it, but I was just asking, just being curious. They said, man, that's not even ours. That's a client's. They're like, Young Dolph here, he's trying to get a car for his girlfriend. But they say he don't have good credit. This a guy that we, assume is a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. And they said he can't even get financing. They said he offered to put $30,000 down to get a car for his girlfriend, and they still, the bank, the lender still wouldn't approve him with $30,000 down. You see, I'm coming in here with not no Lamborghini truck and getting everything, get whatever I want. Well, I ain't gonna say like I get all the car, but get a car for no money down. So the point I'm trying to make is like even when you can only have, even if you have a lot of cash, why would you want to use all your cash to start something when somebody gonna offer you cash that's gonna create income that you can pay them back with? You get what I'm saying? But people, they look at it like you not the boss if you do it, because you got a boss now. Them ain't your cars because you don't got the pink slip. I'd rather be doing this. This is for me, this is stress free. Like they look at it as like you got somebody watching over you, that you got like this debt or this debtor or the person that you owe. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I can. That's how you scale. You can only scale so much with your own cash. So if 100 people lend me money, that means I can scale 100 times. If I just depended on my own income, I can only scale as much as I can scale. I can't scale as much as 100 people. I don't care who you are. Nobody, you can't scale as much. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't even about the weight. It's about how else you gonna do it.
But yeah, so for people who are out there, if your credit is bad or if your credit is good, however long that it takes to get the whole play in motion, is always going to be well worth the wait. It may feel like a long time, in between it, but it's very well worth the wait.
And one thing to point out, a lot can happen real quick with credit though. A lot can happen. Like I went from my first car, which was just a Hyundai, now I got cars that's, after all the taxes and fees, almost $100,000. You see what I'm saying?
Easily, this got to be like $250,000 worth of cars just right here, or even more. So just being able to get all that just off of credit happened very fast is like amazing and whatnot. Let's see. Also, so since you have these cars, you put them in your business name. What kind of car insurance are you using? Are you just using your personal insurance, or are you using like commercial insurance?
I think it's different ways to do it, but how I'm doing it, I'm using commercial insurance. So basically how it works is Turo is supposed to protect me, and you gotta have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. But basically Turo protects you on their platform. So when you have somebody that's booking out your car through Turo insures you on that trip. What commercial insurance does, which I just found out, it actually protects you only while it's not on that trip. So basically, when you had a car, but it's a lot cheaper because of that though, because they expect for you to keep the car booked as much as possible. But when it's not booked, that's when the commercial insurance. So it's actually protected when it's not being used commercially. That's why I thought that was kind of new to me. But that's how I'm doing it though. And then also, the reason why I brought that question up, it would be better if you're trying to do this to use commercial insurance versus trying to use your personal insurance. Then let's say one of these cars get in an accident and maybe Turo doesn't cover the claim, or maybe an accident happens outside of Turo. Instead of coming out of your own pocket and risk your personal insurance dropping you, it would be better to get the commercial insurance because it's all under business and it's better to run it that way. So that's why I brought that part up. Let's see. Also, so with you, when you first started with your credit, you say you had got a car, and then after that you started learning more about credit stuff. So for everyone out there, do you believe everyone should get their credit fixed if it needs fixing, and then using that credit to invest? Or pretty much. So do you believe in that? You think everybody should get their credit fixed and like
try to invest into something?
Yeah, cause like I said, like you can skip so many steps with credit. Like it's like it's an endless amount of what you can do with credit. And another thing, you can partner with people and use their credit. So it's kind of like, let's say if I can access 10 lenders because my credit's so good, you can access 10 lenders. We work together, we got 20 lenders. Yeah. Versus if I did it by myself, it'd just be me. That's one source of funding. Yeah. You got one source of funding. So even if we network together, that's only 2 sources of funding. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that's the best way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And also, my next question is, what other businesses do you plan to start? I know you had said you started LLC for it. All right. You got the video going again? All right. So my question before we got cut out is, you mentioned before that you started LLC. Well, you have 5 LLCs, but you started LLC this year for the Turo and the Airbnb. So can you explain what all your 5 LLCs are for, what businesses they are, and then what businesses do you plan to start in the future?
All right. So I got, I do real estate, so I'm a real estate investor. That was my first LLC. Then I did 2 for fashion because I actually got 2 different clothing lines. So I did on those 2 that bring it to 3. Then this year, before we even got started with this, doing Turo, I made the one that I can use for Turo and the car rental one, and the one I'm about to do for Airbnb. So once we got this up and rolling, Airbnb is the next focus. I'm gonna put that on wheels, and then really after this, I'm probably just focus full time on the fashion, because that's really my passion, designing clothes. That's like my art of choice. So I'm probably gonna focus on that one. I do want a future plan I have. I want to do some, like, make some movies. So I want to do some film projects. So I guess I had to make an LLC for that. So that's something I can see I do in the future. What else?
So not to cut you off. So overall, you would say your passion is basically just being creative, right?
Yeah.
So you got a passion in being creative, and then basically to help fund more of your creative side and to allow you to have the freedom to work more on your creative, you're able to leverage your credit, start other businesses that's not necessarily your passion. You do like the cars, you'll be able to drive those for free because renting them out pretty much pay for them. But basically leveraging your credit to start other businesses, then that'll bring you in income. Then now you're able to focus more on what you have a passion of, which is creating.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. So for everyone out there, just being able, you may have a passion in something. You don't have to start where your passion is. You can leverage credit, or if you got partners, y'all leverage y'all credit together. Start something that can bring in passive income, and then that allow you to focus more on what you're passionate in. Because a lot of times, what some people are passionate in doesn't bring in enough money to cover all their bills.
Yeah, it might not pay the bills.
Yeah. Now with fashion, fashion is an industry where you can make a lot of money and stuff. But let's just say you may be a person, you like animals. You may like certain stuff that just don't bring you in the millions of dollars in the big.
It might not be scalable.
Yeah, it may not be scalable either. So being able to leverage credit, start something else, have money come in, then you can focus on your passion. That way you're not just, because that'll be a sad thing too, where you leverage your credit, get all this, then you can't even really enjoy life, which what happens with some rich people. So you definitely don't want to do that. So leverage credit to be able to be more into your passion, what you're passionate about. Let's see. So that was pretty much most of the questions I had. Is there anything like you want to share, like any motivation to people, any tips to people? Also, what was it like working with me? Like what?
That was, I just had to get it. You didn't even have to tell me to say that. But I guess for the motivation, you just gotta watch people doing, like, see how I found Jay in the first place, because I was already searching for it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was already trying to find a way. I like, man, I always know it's a way to make money and not do it the way people are basically telling us to do it. Go to college, go to school, get a degree. What they basically saying is you retire at 65, real average. I don't want to live an average life. I don't think like average people do. And nothing wrong with how average people think. But so that means I got to be doing something the average people not doing. So I was always looking for the extraordinary way to do things. I found out how to do it in real estate. I'm still trying to find out how to do it in fashion, but I found out now I learned it's doable with credit. You get what I'm saying? And so when I found out that, that's when I started searching for certain things, and I seen his first YouTube video. The first YouTube video I seen from him is he had a video on it's on his channel about how to get $1 million from American Express with only one hard inquiry. Like, that's something that catch my attention. Like, I'm gonna click on that. How to access $1 million from American Express with only one hard inquiry. I'm the type of person that's gonna catch my attention. Before Instagram model or something, I'm clicking on that. You get what I'm saying? So when I seen that, he had me. I was all ears then. So I reached out to him like man, I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in touch with him. I'm trying to get direct access to him. You had your consultation. You guided me to that. Then we just matter of fact, we scheduled it right then and there, like that night, like at midnight.
He did do it right away. That's the one thing I would say. He's very active, on time, very prompt about everything. If I suggest something for him to do, he do it right away. Like, he's very motivated and wants to get stuff done. So we did that, and then he's just been telling me what to do ever since. I just been doing, and I think he really didn't put me as a priority on his list, probably over maybe some other clients. I ain't saying he said this, but I'm thinking, because if I call him, he pick up the phone, because he know I'm gonna get straight to the work. Whatever he tell me, how he tell me that's how whatever he need me to do, I'm gonna do it. And one thing I say, it's not necessarily or it's not a necessity for you to know everything, but you want to get around people that know things that you don't. Like, that's the best thing. That's the best advice I give anybody, as far as you ask about motivation and stuff like that. The best advice, you don't have to feel like you don't have to become the smartest person. You don't have to learn everything. Whatever you don't know, get around those people. They'll help you out. You might have to pay them, whatever you got to do. You might have to exchange whatever information you have with them, however y'all can network. But don't let people think, I'm not no extraordinary thinking person. Like, I don't have all the answers. I'm just learning about credit 3 years ago. You get what I'm saying? So, and people looking at me like just in my neighborhood alone, people looking at me like some type of superstar. Because I got the calls like, how did he do this? You get what I'm saying? I didn't have access to nothing extraordinary. I would just look for the answers, and I reached out to people who did have the answers. That's what I did. So that's what you can do, that probably with anything. Find the people who got the answers. There's so many people, they willing to pay for to get a degree, and you go into 5 to 6 figure debt for a degree. But somebody have somebody who's doing whatever you're trying to do might charge $1,000 for their consultation or their course, and you don't want to pay it. You cheating yourself. Trying to save money, but you don't want to save money for college, and college ain't giving this type of game. You see what I'm saying? So I'd rather go straight to the source, spend the money, and let's get this done immedially. How long college gonna take? 3-4 years? This didn't take me 3-4 years. I just learned about credit in 3 years. I just got started with this in January. And it's July, so it don't take that long if you get started and you go the smart way. And that's all I gotta say about that. Let me see. I think that's pretty much it. We went over the wrap up of all the cars that he got, did Q and answer. He shared a little bit of his motivation and what it's like working with me. Shared some of what he planned to do in the future and what he already has a passion with fashion. So that's probably it for this video. Definitely stay tuned, because it's my all-star client. So he definitely gonna have more work that he gonna be doing. We're gonna share that on the channel as well.
Next car we do the interview in, it's gonna be a Rolls Royce or a Maybach. I can tell you that much. That's gonna be the next car we doing. This right now we in the Benz. So y'all can write that down. The next time it's gonna be something even on the next tier. So alright, but thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all watching on YouTube. If y'all watching on Instagram, make sure y'all following, and just stay along for the journey. So I'll see y'all in my next video. So here's the inside look of the Range Rover. It's on hard. Alright, this the inside of the Audi. That nice peanut butter. The inside of the Mercedes GLE AMG. The sunroof.